Hi everybody, welcome to another Office Hours Sessions from Pandorabots. My name's Steve Worswick. I'm the author and developer and creator of the Mitsuku chatbot. Having to try a different way from now on. We're going to have to use this Meetups link because YouTubers seem to have stopped supporting streaming directly from Google Hangouts. So the link will always remain the same, and I'll put it in any upcoming adverts for the session. But yeah, so feel free to join in if you want to chat as we're doing it. Then you're more than welcome. I'll be recording all the sessions for YouTube, so you can check them out later if you can't make it. So yeah, right. So today I'm going to discuss something I've been asked to take a look at by one of the users called Martin, who wants to know how to deal with repetition. How can we spot when the users contacting trying to contact the sorry, how can we detect when the user is just saying the same thing over and over again? Okay, so let me share my screen out, and I'll show you how I deal with that. So let's do let's effect window. Bear with us a second. Let's do this. Okay, yeah, so that's it. Right, so hopefully everyone can see my screen. Yeah, hopefully everyone can see my screen. So yeah, so here's Mitsuku. This is the version that people are going to be able to try out in the Love My Prize, like fully working feature. So let's say we say, for example, 1, 2, 3. Okay, it says, why are you counting? That's correct. 1, 2, 3. Why are you counting? Same thing. But if I say it a third time, we get this. Look. Is that all you can say? And I know more words than that, and I'm just a robot. Again, you're boring. It's recognizing that we're just saying 1, 2, 3 all the time. Yeah. Yeah. And then eventually it'll, I am on strike because, I'm just saying the same thing all the time. And then it'll just do that all the time until the user decides to say something else. So if I try 1, 2, 3, 4, there we go. 5 comes next. Yeah, so repetition. Now, how have I done that? The way I've done that is by putting code in the interface itself. Rather than doing it in AIML, it's a lot easier just to do it in the interface. Now, let me just show you how I've done that. So if I go on to... Okay, now this in AIML is just that I can't share like Notepad out source code. So yeah, so the sort of things it says is like, after the first repetition, is that all you can say? I know more words and I'm a robot, you're boring. Yeah, and these are all in these repetition phrases here. Yeah, so we've at the bottom there. So we've got like just an array of phrases. The first 2 are nothing because we don't want it to say anything in the first 2 times it repeats, and then it comes out with all the usual things. Now the way it does that is because I have 2 variables in this program. One's called user, which is what the user's just said, and the other one is last user, which is the user's previous message. And all I'm doing is just checking that they're equal to each other. Yeah, and if they are, increase the repeat counts, and then if they're not, then get rid of a repeat count, set it back to 0. If it's greater than 7, then we don't want to, create any more phrases. This is ZZZ1's the last phrase. So yeah, all it does, it'll just display that. So if the repeat count is greater than 2, if we're saying the same thing 3 times, then change the bot's reply to whatever the array is. So if once we get to the third part, it'll start saying, "Is that all you can say?" Things like that. Just got a couple of things there that we add to it. So the first thing it says is 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Is that all you can say? I know more words and I'm only a robot. Does that by just doing this bit here. So it's saying, what have you said 3 times? Is that all you can say? I know that and I'm a robot, and so on. The only extra thing I've put in is if I start one of the bots templates with X no rep, that means I don't want it to check for repetition. Now, the reason I've done that is because sometimes the user is expected to say the same thing more than 3 times. An example might be in, like I've got a slot machine game in Mitsuko, and so one of the most common thing the user says to while they're playing that is S for spin, spin the reels. So, but we're saying S, 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 spin, spinning the reels. I don't want it to say, anything about repetition. So that is by far the easiest way, well, for me anyway, of detecting repetition. Just put it in the code itself, yeah, and then you don't have to be messing around with all the categories. It's done it for you, overwriting any reply with the repeat array I've done there. But that might not be an option. So what you can do as well is if you're doing it just like using a chat widget or something like that, you can let's just get rid of that one. What you can do is you can do a little bit of it in code itself. So let's say I say to Mitsuko, hello, hi there, how are you? Now if I say hello again, yeah, I think we've covered the greetings part of the conversation now. Yeah, it hasn't, it's detected that the user said hello and then hello again and produced a suitable response. That wasn't coded in the repetition, that was coded in the AIML itself. Let me insert a category and I'll show you what to do. So let's say, for example, in capitals, right, hello, hi there. Okay, nice and straightforward. Yeah, so hello, hi there. Yeah, so I was going to say hi there. Yeah. Now, what we need to do as well. So let's say the user says hello a second time. What we need to do is to see if it's just, if it's just said that. Didn't you just say that? So let's try and, oops. Oh, that must be from a different one. Hello, hi there, hello. There you go. Look, didn't you just say that? Yeah, it's detected that we've said the same thing more than once. And you can, so I have lots of common things in there that does that. So if I say, what is your name? Oops. My name is Mitsuko. What is your name? Yeah, you just asked me that. It's still, yeah. So it kind of does stuff like that. And, that to me, it's quite a good reply. If someone kept asking you the same question all the time, you'd probably say something similar to that as well. So it's just kind of, exactly the same things in there. Any common ones I've picked out, are just done from AIML categories themselves. Okay, now you could put one of the, that in every category that you've got. If you've got a small bot, that might be an option. If you're running a bot like Mitsuko with 350,000 categories, it's not really practical. So the ideal way to do this is to have like a master bot which controls and checks things before it passes information down to a normal bot. So let me explain what I mean. So I have Mitsuko here, and that'll have all the, it's got all the Mitsuko stuff in there. But what I've got as well is a master bot. Now what this will do, or it will when we've finished coding it, is it's going to check anything first before it passes it down to Mitsuko. So let me just sort of show you an example of what I mean. So let's pop a category in. So what we want to say is, when the user says anything, remember this is the master, but when the user says anything, what we want it to do is to pass it down to Mitsuko so that bot can deal with anything. So we can do that using, let's just set up a category. We can do that using this regex tag in AIML2. So what I want to say, anything that Mitsuko says, we can regex now. Let me just put something in there. So Here we go. Right, what that's telling us. So anytime the bot says anything, pass it down to this category, Mitsuku SrayX, or whatever your bot's called, obviously. And what that will do is it'll SrayX out to a bot of Mitsuku, which I've set up in system properties. Check out the SrayX on how to do that. It denormalizes any input. Just wanted to get, we want it to, pass the correct input down there without any, apostrophes and things like that. And that should do it. So let's try that. So remember, in this bot, this is the only category we have. Now if I say, hello, how are you today, Steve? Yeah. So what it's done is it's passed the input, passed the star, down to Mitsuku SrayX. Yeah, who are you? I'm Mitsuku, I want to be a friend. Yeah, there you go. Now, using this method, this has the advantage that we can actually check for any repetition before we pass it down to Mitsuku, or your own bot. So what we need to say, let's have a look. So we'll do something like, right, so first of all, we need to check what the user's saying. So to do that, let's just put in, there we go. So we'll set the user input is equal to star, yeah. Now what we need to then do is to check that what the user's saying. So we can do that using, put that in there. So just make a condition. Okay, so we've set the user, oops, just get rid of that for now. Let's comment that out. Yeah, right, so what we need to do, so we need to check what the user input's equal to. So condition name equals user input. Yeah. Now what we need to do is to check what the user's saying. So if the value, so yeah, if the user input is the same as what the user's just said, or said one interaction back, let's just say something like, you have just said that. Yeah, so let's see if that works. Okay, right, so if I say hello, okay, hopefully what I'll do is I'll check that and then pass it down to, oh no, actually, no. You know why? Because we've not we've not told it to pass anything to Mitsuku, have we? Right, so if it's not equal to the same, pass it to Mitsuku. Hi. No, that's it. Hi there, Steve. Hi. Yeah, you go. See, you've just said that. How does it know that? Because our input index of 2, yeah, is equal to what we've just said. Star. Hi is same as hi. So it says you have just said that. So you could detect repetition that way. That's a pure AIML solution. Now you can enhance this a bit. So instead of just having it saying you have you have just said that, what we can do is to have like the similar sort of repeating phrases that we have here. Wake me up and I'm on strike and things like that. So what we can do, if rather than just saying you have just said that, let's make a new category called repeat. Yeah. So what we'll do is we'll pass anything that the repeated information down to a category called repeat. Yeah. So let's make that. So so basically we want to keep like a a count of how many times someone has said the same thing. Yep, so something let's get rid of that. So what we'll do is pass anything to repeat. Okay, we'll check the repeat count. We'll call a new variable repeat count. If it's unknown, which it will be if it's first been set, just set it to 1 and then pass it out to Mitsuku. Yeah. If it's equal to 1, then the repeat count will just increase it, and it'll say, you know, star star star, which is the user's input. Is that all you can say? And then your bar in blah 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 blah, and so on until it gets down to the last one, which will say, you know, wake me up when you have something more interesting to say. So let's see if this works. Just make sure everything's cleared out. Yeah. Okay, so let's try our old favourite 1, 2, 3. Why are you counting? Okay, because that doesn't match high, so it just passes it out to Mitsuku's 3x. Again, this time, right, why are you counting? Okay, why has it done that? Yeah, because this time the repeat number, yeah, is equal to 1. It's recognised we've repeated, but we still pass it out first time just to Mitsuku again. 1, 2, 3. Here we go. Now it's kicking in, you see. So the value is 1, so it says star star star, and then is that all you can say, and so on, and then it should cycle through all our our different responses, yeah, until it gets to the last one, and then it'll just stay like that forever. Okay. One slight problem with this, if we say hi best Damon, hi again, right, it's gone straight to the last list value we've put in. Why has it done that? It's done that because we've not actually reset the repeat count, have we? It's still set to 6. Nothing in here sets it back. Once it gets to 6, it just stays on that forever. So let's just clear that out. Okay, so what we actually need to do is just to say something like, if it's not a repeat, then just set the repeat count back to unknown and the whole cycle should start again. Yeah, so that should do that. So let's try that. So 1, 2, 3. Okay, so it goes through our cycle, blah 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 blah. Okay, so now we get to that again. Okay, so let's say something different to it. Hi again. Yeah, and then there we go. Started back again. If you're looking for a pure AIML solution, that's probably the best way. We couldn't do this in AIML 1, but because of the beauty of the 3x tag, you can take like a master bot, a supervisor bot, and then it can do things like that and pass it down to your conversational bot. So I hope you found that useful. I don't think anyone's actually joined us in the session, so I'll put it up on YouTube for you to check out later. Feel free to contact me if you've got any queries about this or anything AIML related. I'll put the link to the form where you can ask me questions for any future sessions. So yeah, I think that's about it for this session. Have fun coding, and I'll see you at the next one. Bye for now.